Hey guys and girls, welcome back to my YouTube channel, as you probably know because you're on YouTube anyway. But I'm joined today with Anass, and he's one of our Astro Accelerated traders. So I'm trying to mix it up. We've got the senior traders, part of the Astro team, and then we've got the actual traders on the Accelerated Program. Now Anass has been on the program, I want to say 3 months?
Yeah.
3 months, I got it right. But he's been on the program for 3 months, so we're going to have a conversation as always. You guys can sit in. Hopefully you're going to learn a thing or two about someone who's been on our program 3 months, their trading journey, and get to know how traders a lot of the time do have a similar sort of path. But we'll get to dive more into Anass's journey more directly now. So welcome, thank you for coming down.
Thank you for having me.
I know that you drove down, but you live down the road.
Yeah.
I'll put him on blast. I'll put him on blast straight away. But no, that's okay. I would probably do the same, to be fair. But yeah, thank you for coming down. I know obviously we've been talking for probably about 3-4 months now.
3-4 months, yeah.
Yeah, and it was actually in this very room that we first had our first conversation.
It was right there.
Yeah, so that was good. And now you're here.
Yeah, now I'm here.
So it started from over there, now you're 2 meters, 2 meters from over there.
I've made it, guys. I've made it.
But let's dive deeper into your sort of trading journey. So how long have you been trading for?
So I started trading April 2019, and since then it's been a roller coaster, emotionally, physically. I've put on a lot of weight, as you can see. I was introduced to trading from a company called Anass, and they exposed me to the world of trading, and for that I thank them, and for everything else I don't thank you. If you want the long story short, they introduced me to trading. They got the ball rolling, and since then I've tried to quit trading after losing. Yeah. Tried to go get a normal job, and then I see the paycheck come in at the end of the week, and I said, "Fuck is this?"
You're not happy. I
said, "What? I make that in like 10 minutes on a good trading day, Yeah. And so I really became, I couldn't work for 40 hours a week to make something that I know I can earn on the markets in a day. Yeah. And
but at that stage, you weren't making that in a day, right?
At that stage, I got lucky, and I would, over leverage, and I would make so much more in a day. Yeah. But I'd lose it the next day because there was no discipline. There was no plan. It was just go in, get rich quick. Yeah. That was the mindset that I had. Yeah. Get it now. We live in a microwave world. We want instant satisfaction. And so I'd see the color, I'd see blue, I'd see 4 digits, and I was like, hell yeah, let's do this. Yeah. And next day, I'd lose it all. I'd lose it all, and I'd blow the account. And so that in the beginning, when I saw red, my heart would beat so hard, and I would start, shaking and sweating because I was never used to losing the money. And
probably you couldn't afford to lose it.
I couldn't afford to lose it, exactly. And I was like, well, how old was I? I don't even know how old I was. 20 at the time, or 19. Hold on, I don't
know. You tell me.
21. I had no money. I was at uni as well, so money wasn't coming in. It was only leaving me. And
were you doing that on a repeated basis? I know I did in my journey, and I think a lot of people do, where they're trying to do that account flip. They're trying to over leverage. They can see the possibilities of trading and what can be made, but then the harsh reality of obviously what happens afterwards. So I was always putting like 500, 1,000, maybe 2,000 at a time. Keep trying to make that 10, 20, 30k, and then the inevitable always happens. So was that something that you were doing on similar as well?
Yeah. So every time I would get 1,000, that was the number I liked, because with 1,000 you had space to do something with it. And so I'd put in 1,000, and I would lose it within the week. And then I'd get another 1,000. Thinking back, I'm like, where did those money come from? But nonetheless,
it all adds up. We don't realize because in our heads, and I think the reason why it happens is because £1,000 or even £500, maybe 250, depending on what people do. It's because they know they can achieve that. They know they can make that from somewhere or get that from somewhere, or even with a job. Maybe that's their monthly or every 2 weeks they get paid that, right? So it's easy for us to keep doing that. But over a long period of time, we actually realized, wow, actually, I've ended up putting in 5, 6, maybe even 10K, and it's all just slowly gone rather than, you know, giving my chance to have a larger amount, right?
Exactly. Had I not deposited 1,000 at a time over the course of however long it was, I would have been able to fund my account 10,000, I think, up to 15,000. And that would have been such a better thing, so much better thing to do, because with a huge account you can have those lot sizes that you were using on £1,000 account
and be in proper risk management,
and having proper risk management. However, you know, when you go into it, and if you surround yourself with people that are only there to you know, even when I was in IML, they would say, you know, use proper risk management and whatnot. That's it. That they would tell me. I don't know what it means though. Yes, if you have £1,000 account, the proper risk is 0.1. I said to myself, okay, I'm going to be disciplined. Second day, I went in on I remember I went in on a 0.5 and on a short for gold, and it broke out for its bullish run.
was that what you were?
Yeah. 100 pips. Yeah. And I held it all the way there, and it was like, you know, a couple more pips and it would have kicked me out. So I got kicked out. I got kicked out.
You got that margin call.
Yeah,
there's emails
margin. Yeah. Every time I'm like, holy shit. And then that specific trade 2 days later came all the way back down, and it would have gone into profit. Yeah. And so that was one of the first times that I said to myself, wow, holding trades is key, because had I held that trade, it would have come back to break entry and into profit.
But with that trade, it took you out by itself, though, right?
It took it out by itself. You know, it called me because I was over leveraged. Yeah. Had I not been over leveraged, that trade, I would have held it because I didn't have a problem holding things at the time. And so it would have come back in and things would have been different. But you know, when you see when you first get into the markets and you see on the Instagram stories, you know, people making thousands a day, and you see their lot sizes, and you see the 5-digit profit at the top and the blue and whatever, you know, you get synced into that. When you are nowhere near that, you shouldn't even be trading on a live account. So they would always say, you know, go in a demo. I'm like, I'm wasting my time on the demo. I don't want to go into a demo. I want to make money now. Yeah. And you know, what happened was, you know, multiple blown accounts. You know, it was the same account. I blew it.
The same one.
Same one. I kept thinking it's cursed. So I was like, let me make another one. Yeah. And same thing.
Same thing, right? Because it's the thought pattern. It's not the actual account. It's not the broker. It's not all that. It's you. It's the trader. It's what your perception of the market is. What your expectation on the market is. Exactly. And I know that you also mentioned before we started filming was about signal groups. So you went through a lot of those as well, right?
Yeah. So after trading, you know, myself and the strategies that I learned, and I wasn't being profitable. So, but what comes with, you know, going onto Forex and being on Instagram is the signal providers, and now you have to sift through all these signal providers. Yeah, we 88% a month, 90% a month, 70% a month, gold signals, VIP, all of these things. It's all bullshit. However, at the time I didn't know better. Yeah. So, you know, I'd start, you know, let's trial and error, see which one works. And none of them worked. Yeah. None of them worked. I remember out of 10 trades, 1 hit, but by that time I had over leveraged and my account was blown. So I'd miss on the one that hit. And they trick the people by saying, send me your results, guys. And I'm like, what results? You hit SL on 9 trades, hit TP on 1. Yeah. Your account's blown, mate.
That's how they like warp the perception of, you know, is it profitable, is it worthwhile? Yeah. And but it's a great lesson for people to be able to hear, and I think, you know, many people don't speak about these things because they just want to see the perception of what's good, what's working, what's profitable, right? Or I don't want to be deemed as someone who use signals or use this or use that, right? And it's always a good lesson for people to learn from, knowing and hearing from a trader who has transitioned from there. So we're going to fast forward now into
please
into joining the program. So I think you said you had a little break from obviously loading up the accounts over and over and blowing those.
I had no money, so I was forced to take a break.
Yeah.
And then I have a friend who I met at the Tony Robbins seminar that I went to. We became friends, and I tried inviting him onto the IML. He said, "Mate, I'm already on it, just on a different team." And fast forward to 5 months ago, I just see him on Instagram, making money. What the hell's he doing?
Yeah.
So I give him a message, and he says, "Yeah, I've joined this Astro." And prior to him telling me about Astro, I had followed Sean as has anyone to try and get some of his trades. He put just a bit GA going up, everyone. One lot size GA. Goes the opposite way, just my luck. But so I had known about Astro. I had known that they're here and relatively close to me. So it's none of these signal providers where you don't know who they are.
Yeah.
But you guys, I could come down and see you guys.
Yeah.
So I had followed Sean and Astro. And then, I had no money, and at that time I was a bit deflated. So, I was trading, is it for me? I lost so much, and parents as well. Family pressure.
Yeah.
They would say, you've lost all this money, and every day they're just go do something else, go back to.
It's basically quit.
Basically quit.
Yeah.
And I did. I went and got a job, a normal job, part-time, full-time, and minimum wage. And I said, hell no, I couldn't. I remember I got 3 jobs in 3 weeks and left all 3 of them at the end of the week because I couldn't handle doing that work and being paid pennies when I've made that amount, like I said earlier in the video.
So you know what's possible. You've had a sort of a taste and a feel for what you can achieve, and then trying to take that sort of step into something which there's no passion in, number one.
Yeah.
But then also you're not achieving or getting back the reward that is worthwhile for you. It makes sense.
So I asked my friend Noah, he's on the program, and he said, "Yeah, join Astro. They've got a program," and he explained to me the funded account and everything, and that really appealed to me. That funded it more education-wise. There's education everywhere, but there isn't a company in the world who trusts their money with beginner traders.
That's right.
You just won't find it. And so to give me that opportunity, I really felt, humbled and lucky, because that's an insane thing to do. And so I instantly, he gave me your details. We spoke, and you said, come in next day. And I did. And, in the beginning, I didn't have the money, so I had to get the money. As soon as I had it, boom, told you, fixed the account up. And it's been a great journey so far. Because of the funded account and because of the leverage imposed on the account, I've been able to be forced into discipline and to
you can't repeat the mistakes.
Exactly.
Of the past,
I can't flip the account, and that mindset is shattered. The old mindset of make this much in a day and hopefully the next day and whatnot. No, we've gone from flipping to consistent.
And the interesting thing about flipping, right? The need to flip and the mindset of flipping comes from the lower account size, right? So you're trading 1,000, you want to flip that because that's not gonna get you the things you want, give you the life you want. Yep. But then starting on say 25,000. You don't need to flip 25,000, right?
Indeed.
Because you've withdrawn from the market. So let's go through your journey. So month 1, the 11%.
11%, right? Yes.
And that's coming off the back of not even being profitable on small account or anything, right? Yep. That's coming off the back of the story we just went through.
Yep.
So month 1, 11%. Yep. Month 2?
I think it was 3%.
Yeah.
3% up.
And then month 3?
Month 3,
it was
9%
yeah.
up. So
we've had steady growth, right? And you've withdrawn from the market as well, which was going to bring me to the point which I spoke about responsibility. And I remember we spoke after you withdrew and you said that you'd taken on more responsibility, and that's what the markets and withdrawing has allowed you to do, take on more responsibility at home and in your daily life.
Yeah.
And that's something that a lot of people don't realise, right? A lot of people don't realise that is an opportunity you get from trading at a successful level and trading at a higher level.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you mentioned about the leverage as well, allowing you to stick to your rules, so you don't have the discretion to over leverage. Because I'm sure it might have happened, right? And I'm sure it would happen with a lot of traders who are used to doing that if we didn't have that imposed. And I'm glad to see that it's worked and that it's actually improved you as a trader overall. And as I think you were talking about earlier, when it comes to like having people around you who actually know about trading, so rather than me just saying to you, use risk management, I'm describing exactly how to do that, whether that be actual lot size, risk reward, risk per trade, wherever it may be. We go into more detail rather than just, here, do this, work with your psychology, do this, the generic stuff that people talk about.
Exactly,
right?
Exactly. And what else appealed to me about the program was the trading floor. Disclaimer, I haven't been on it yet.
as soon as Anass joined, the virus and lockdown happened. And it was the saddest thing, because I know he wanted to come every day because he lives in London as well. And literally the lockdown happened, but hopefully, within the next 4 to 6 weeks, then you'll be able to come down.
Yeah, that appealed to me. But you guys didn't leave us hanging. Every week, webinar. And it's not like one of those webinars where everyone's muted, you listen to me doing a lecture and alright guys, goodbye. No, it's like a group of friends and everyone has a chance to speak. Usually no one wants to speak, but everyone has a chance to speak, and you're giving us so much quality. You're going through the markets, you're going through the pairs that we're asking you to go through, just so let's see how our mentors look at the market. Yourself and Marco every single week, and it's so helpful. Because, for example, I might have some doubts about one of the pairs I'm trading. Let's see what they say. So Thursdays 4 p.m. London time, go on, and we sit through, and it's a good time as well. It's not like everyone wear tie,
what today?
Wear ties and everything, and be all formal. No, it's relax, you learn something, you have fun, and everyone, their passion for trading always goes up. I see it every single week. I see the messages. To be involved in a group where everyone's supporting each other as well. Yeah. It's really you surround yourself with winners.
That's right.
And so yeah,
that's what the aim is, though. So it's not just like we go just charts or just technicals or just one aspect. Every week we're trying to develop, so it's psychology. We try and cover everything. Psychology, some talks about fundamentals, the technicals as well, and then taking on actual topics that are going to help the traders. Because that's the whole point. There's no point in us say just doing something and not got any feedback on what will actually help you. So I'm glad to hear, obviously, feedback-wise. It's been great. Like, we started it in lockdown, and we've continued it now as we're coming out of lockdown as well, and it will continue to happen. We've added on, obviously, the backtesting session which we did yesterday. Yeah. So we're adding on, and we're growing. Just as we're growing as a fund, and just as the traders are growing, as mentors, we're growing as well. We're growing as what we can provide as value, such as these videos, doing these sort of interviews, because it will help other traders on the fund, other traders out there who are not on the fund, who are interested maybe, or even other traders who are just starting and getting into trading.
Definitely.
To have an opportunity to learn from other traders, their experience, how long they've been doing it. So you've been doing it for just over a year now.
Just over a year, yeah.
And then other people might be doing it 5 years. But they're going to be able to gauge, what people are going through, how they are. A lot of people will be coming into it from Instagram, social media. Probably getting a warped perception of get rich quick and everything that we see, right?
Yep.
But then we're getting an opportunity here to speak on what the actual real aspect of a trading is, and then actually trading at a higher level, being part of a fund, being part of a community, and actually having, as you say, the resources like the trading floor, like the webinars, like the terminal, that just make those little extra steps and changes to your trading. And the proof is in the results, right? The proof is in the results and the mindset. Because I know that your mindset has really shifted when it comes to being able to handle losses, being able to be disciplined in your trading plan, right? And hats off to you for that.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
100%. Because we see Tony Robbins on the front of the book, which is funny because I was like, when we first met just over there, I remember your energy on that day. Because even though you hadn't had the profit share, you haven't had that run that you wanted yet, but the energy and passion, you could see it. And that's why, being a beginner, still having that, not as much experience as what majority might think, that's what we want. We want that energy, we want that passion around trading, because that's what's going to make you into a successful trader, because we know that you're going to put in the work. You're going to try to be disciplined. You're going to try to improve yourself. And it's like they say, it's just be 1% better every day.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Just be 1% better every day. And maybe it was because of that Tony Robbins seminar. Or maybe it's not even about the actual name. It's about you doing the self-development.
Exactly.
And I think that makes a huge sort of step in the right direction for you. And you taking the leap to obviously be part of this, I've seen the progress in mindset and probably mood as well, right? And general life, right?
Everything
you like you're gonna get emotional.
Everything. No. I've taken out emotion in trading. No more emotions.
That's it.
Everything you've said is on point. Mm-hmm. And I want to reiterate the support we get from the mentors by talking about the monthly reviews as well. Mm-hmm. And if you do well, you get rewarded. But however, if you don't do well, you don't just get, all right, bye, we don't need you.
Exactly.
Just last week, the video last week with Noah, he was down a lot, and then now he's really profitable. He dug himself a hole, mm-hmm. and then he dug himself out.
That's it.
And I'm sure that's because of of his own hard work,
mm-hmm.
but with the mentorship of the people around him, mm-hmm. and his mentors. So I want to really talk about the monthly reviews. They are really helpful because you have someone, you have accountability now.
That's it.
When you trade on a personal account, when you trade on your own, you start doing shit on the market. Like you shouldn't be doing those. You shouldn't be going in a trade on 10 p.m. when the market has that 1 hour, where the spreads are 50 pips.
That's
people go in.
That's it.
I used to be one of those people.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you do that? There's no sessions. You go into a trade. What do you expect? You're gonna hold for the next day.
Yeah.
And when you have someone looking over your shoulder, and there's accountability, you start not only thinking about yourself, you start thinking about the people that are trying to help you.
Yeah.
So you start becoming more responsible with your trades, and that has helped me to
mm-hmm.
where I am today. Consistently profitable for the first 3 months, mm-hmm. and having a bit of a drawdown for the past 3 weeks, but that's part of the game.
That's right.
You really have to look at trading. For me, I look at it as a game.
Mm-hmm.
You win and you lose. However, most people, they say you win big, but you also lose big. I think of it the opposite. Yes, I lost, but I'm gonna make it back and more.
That's it.
And when you have that shift in mindset, mm-hmm. the color red on the negative trades, the drawdown, it doesn't affect you. Mm-hmm. And I'm really glad that I went through a year of losses, mm-hmm. because had I not gone through a year of losses, I'd be doing that year of losses right now.
Yeah.
And so through all of those those reds and blown accounts, mm-hmm. and whatever, I really know how to hold my own now. I just didn't have the money. And now with the funded account and a big account and all of that, the what there is in the future as well.
Yeah.
If I can be consistently profitable on a 25k account, then I can be consistently profitable on a 250k account.
That's right.
On a 500, on a whatever number you want to put on it.
That's right.
The skill is there.
Mm-hmm.
The number doesn't. The only thing that happens is the lot size goes up.
That's right.
The percentage stays the same.
That's right.
The pips stay the same.
That's right.
I never caught more than 10 pips before trading on my own. Or if I was lucky, I'd catch a good 50 pips. I wouldn't close, and it'll come back, and I'd lose money.
10 pips or minus.
Since being on Astro, my biggest trade, I caught 270 pips. Mm-hmm. 270 pips. Had I had a bigger account, had I had more margin, had I had a bigger lot size, that's people's wages in a year, in a day.
That's right.
So the possibility really is, infinity. You can do anything with the market, as long as the market's there. You're making money. That's right. And so so joining Astro, it's really given me that gateway, mm-hmm. into finally being a profitable trader. That's right. Being around profitable traders, and making it. I haven't made it yet, but I'm on the road. Before I didn't see myself on the road. Before I would, jump from signal service to another course, to another person, to another this, to another that.
Having that break as well.
And having that break as well. And going back, getting a job, realizing that when I went and started working, my friends were like, wow, you quit after 3 days, really?
Yeah.
And I said, it's just not for me. That proved to me, it cemented to me that trading is my passion. Because I do enjoy it. And if you enjoy something...
You can see it. And that's it. Yeah, to finish off, we're going to finish off on this point. So you mentioned how your parents wanted you to quit at one point, right?
Yes.
And then when you had this profitable streak, what's happened now?
They don't say it, but I'm starting to pay one of the bills in the house. So I really do feel, like a man now, like I'm paying. Yes, it's a bill and whatever, but I'm paying it. And it was my dad's birthday 2 weeks ago, and because I withdrew from the markets before the markets took back the money, I was able to get him something nice. I took him to I got him some chiropractor sessions. Because it was
looking
fun.
after his health.
Yeah, exactly. So and
but I hear he's giving you trading advice now. He's telling you to
every single day comes up. Did you see the pound? It went up. Did you see the pound? It went down. Up, down, up, down, up, down. How'd you make the money? And he saw one of it yesterday. I was in a trade. It was £200 in profit, and with his very own eyes, he saw it go from £200 to £50, and he's like, "Oh, it went so fast." And I said, "Yes, leave me alone now." You can see that this isn't,
So he's gone 180 from telling you to stop to now obviously.
He
wanted to learn to trade himself, right?
Do you know what he keeps saying? He keeps saying, if I put 10,000 in, how much do they give me? What if I put 100,000 in? And I'm like, they'll give you the money, but you're gonna lose it all the next day. He's like, no, when it goes up, I'm gonna buy.
Now you're telling him not to do it, right?
Yeah. He'll lose it. So I told him this: give me the money, let me have the big account, and I'll give you the profits. But I'm glad it's changed in his head. My mom is waiting for a house.
My mom will answer it.
Yeah, my mom, when she sees it, she'll believe it.
That's it.
So it's just it's the waiting game, and the program is a year long.
That's
and
right.
Hopefully by the end of the year, I'll be working with you guys. I'll have 100%. I'll have that big account to fund with, and I'll remember these days.
Well, it's been documented.
I remember these days, and really, be grateful for 100%, the opportunity,
100%.
And to be able, once I'm in that position, and I will be, I'll be able to help others like myself.
100%.
And people will have a different pathway to get into, rather than the conventional, uni apprenticeship job. They can go into this in a safe way.
100%. Well, Anass, I think this was a great interview. I learned a lot, and I'm sure everyone else did. So thank you for coming down. I'm sure we'll get to do it more. Maybe we'll do another catch up in 3 months.
Yeah, definitely.
But thank you all for tuning in, and I hope you obviously got some value from this. And well, you know what to do. All the like and subscribe. What did you tell me? You told me to tell people not to subscribe, and then maybe reverse psychology and not do it. So we'll try that. Don't subscribe, but subscribe. And we'll catch you on the next one. Take care.